Prescription heroin. It's a shocking phrase to hear, but it's a reality in Canada.
Now, you may have actually seen this story on your Facebook news feed today. Doctors in Canada can give out doses of the deadly drug to users who have run out of options. But is that method something that could really work here? That's the question.
9 on your side's Roseanne Aragon spent the day questioning those on the front lines of the Tri-State heroin epidemic. Roseanne?
Canada is using this as a piece of a larger plan to curb the epidemic. In Hamilton County alone, just last month, there were more than 170 overdoses. So I asked experts all over the Tri-State whether Canada's plan could be considered here. Prescription heroin. You heard right. On Friday, Canada officials announced doctors can prescribe diacetylmorphine, prescription-grade heroin for the treatment of chronic relapsing heroin dependence. In fact, it's a last resort, only used when patients are in dire need and conventional methods have failed, are unsuitable, or unavailable. But the heroin epidemic there is not too far from the epidemic in the United States, with 28,000 opioid overdose deaths in 2014. But how would prescription heroin do here in the Tri-State? Cincinnati police told me anything that helps addicts get closer to treatment and avoid purchasing unknown substances on the streets could be better than our current situation.
I think there would be a lot of pushback.
David Holthouse, opinion editor for WCPO.com, has been with the community in the fight against heroin. He helped put together an advocacy group of families, doctors, law enforcement members, and others to continue the conversation about potential solutions.
It's giving heroin or prescribing heroin to heroin users. So on one level, that doesn't really make sense. Right. But on the other level, it helps keep them alive.
Addiction medicine expert Dr. Clifford Cabansag says it should be a means to treatment. But as a treatment, prescription heroin is not only ineffective, it's dangerous.
There's really no sense using heroin to treat heroin use disorder. It's inevitable that people would develop tolerance to their even clinic-administered dose.
He says it would only be successful solely as a risk reduction method, if done right.
In the context of a greater overall treatment and using that as an entry point into proper treatment, that would be fine. That makes sense. But if people are expecting doing that to solve the heroin opioid epidemic, that's not the way to do it.
Now, he says that methadone is a proven medical treatment for the disorder without any risk of building a tolerance. And he says the most important thing to stopping this epidemic is getting people to treatment. Reporting live, Roseanne Aragon, 9 on your side.